So the Prius is almost at 25,000 miles. I'm exactly at 24,980 miles. I'm on the middle. I just started a road trip, so I don't know if I'll be able to tape exactly when it turns 25,000, but hopefully I'll be able to if I'm in a point to where I can stop. So there we have it. Almost 25,000 miles, and I love this car. We're celebrating the milestone of the Prius C. It's a 2015 Prius C, reached 25,000 miles. And so we just wanted to talk a little bit about how satisfied we are with the car. I don't keep it as clean as I'd like to. Sorry about that. I know I should, but right now we have a dirt driveway and we don't have grass or gravel or anything, so it's dirty out here. So I really like the car. I've taken several road trips from where we live now in southeast Alabama up to Missouri, and it's a great little car. It's great on gas. Again, like we've talked about in our previous review videos, it's not a car that is gonna go fast. So, you know, if you're looking for a hot rod, you're not gonna like this car. But if you're okay with not a lot of power, and eventually, you know, it'll get up to speed 70, 75. Every now and then I catch myself going 80, so I got to be careful. But it's not going to be one of these 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds. So what do you think about it? We've had it for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, in April I think will be 2 years. I really like it. I really like the you know, how much the gas mileage that we get. You know, we get about 50 miles to a gallon. I really like the gauges in there that give you feedback on how well you're driving. You know, how, you know, on this trip, what's the miles per gallon you're getting. So that's really neat to get that extra feedback, because that sometimes that encourages you to modify the way you drive if you want to save a little bit on fuel. With gas just being around $2 a gallon, it's not too much of a motivator, but it's still kind of neat to kind of play that game, thinking, okay, you know, there's a stoplight ahead. If I just start not cruising, but just gliding, you know, gliding toward the intersection, you know, will I save some gas? And sometimes you'll see the engine will
Coasting.
Like
coasting, yeah.
It'll the engine will sometimes stop. You know, it'll shut off, and you're still coasting because you know, why use fuel? You know, so it shuts off, and so it's charging the batteries, and so it's kind of neat to be able to watch some of that stuff. There's only a couple of things about the car I'm not real crazy about, and it's hard to store a lot of things. And if you go to Lowe's and if you want to buy anything, you know, big, or, you know, even stuff that you'd fit into
probably anything longer than 5 feet is not gonna. You could fold the seats down, which is what I usually do, because there's headrests on the back seat that tend to poke up and obstruct the rear view a little bit out the rear window. So I tend to just drive with the seats down, and then that gives extra room. We don't have anybody riding in the back 99% of the time.
But if you're just going to go get like groceries, it's sort of like Walmart's or some other place. I mean, it's great for that. So whenever I talk about storage or being able to put stuff in it, I'm not talking about groceries. I'm talking about if you're wanting to haul something, or you decide, okay, I'm going to get a big box TV or something. Now you may have some issues with it. You'd have to get something else.
Yeah.
Then the other thing is, and Kim has kind of addressed this a little bit, is the kind of get up and go. If you're like trying to get on the highway, and if you see that there's cars coming, you're like, oh, I'd like to speed up another 5 miles an hour to be able to get out in front of them or something like that. You know, you push down on the accelerator and you feel nothing going forward. It slowly builds up. So that's probably, and we've got it on the eco setting, and so I think whenever you take that off, it's a little bit better. But you know, those are just the two things. But that's the type of car this is. That's you know, it's an economy car. It would be great to be able to get a car that has all of those advantages you know, and be big and all that kind of stuff. But you know what? It's not a perfect world. You know, you're going to have to make some compromises. So the compromises that we make is the get up and go, being able to accelerate very quickly, and the size. But on trips that we take, or just going and doing regular grocery shopping, where you've got room in the back. Now, if you had 2 kids and you were taking them with you, and you know, that really limits the amount of space you have. But with Kim and I, there's only 2 of us. We've got the whole back that we can fill up with groceries and things if we want to. So for us, for 2 people, it's plenty of room.
Yeah, for us it's a perfect car, and we do have a second vehicle so that, and with a utility trailer, so that when we do need to haul larger stuff, then we just take that instead of the Prius. But I think anybody who's interested in a Prius probably knows and understands that this is not, you know, a little sports car. It's there for fuel economy. It's a great comfortable ride. I really like it. But if you wanted something with get up and go and a lot bigger, guess what? It's not, more than likely it's not going to be a hybrid, and it's not going to be as good on the fuel mileage. There's also an option on the dashboard display where it'll tell you how much, what your cost is for your trip. So every time you go somewhere, you can set it on this setting, and it'll tell you, you know, that you're at 5 cents or you're at $1.23, depending on how far you're going. So I really like that option. And then that works because you plug in, when you fill up your gas, you plug in the amount per gallon for your gallon of gas, and then that's how it calculates that, how far you're going, and then your cost per gallon. So that's a pretty neat option. That I like to keep that option on that so that I can see the savings and the cost of driving somewhere. So I really like it. So I love it. It's been almost 2 years. My mom, a week after I purchased this one, she purchased the same car. It's red. She's got probably just under 10,000 miles. I don't even know if she's got 10,000 miles. So she's got to hurry up and go get hers serviced again before her 2-year free service runs out. So that's the thing with Toyota. They give you 2 years free service. So free oil changes, free tire rotations, that sort of thing. You take it in every 5,000 miles. So I just used my last one just before it turned to 25,000. So, but the great thing about this is they say it doesn't really require a lot of maintenance. So anyway, I'll still take it in every 5,000 miles and make sure things are good with it, but I really like it. And I think it was a really good choice. When we got it, Toyota was trying to clear out the 2015 models. So we got $3,500 off when we purchased it. And then when we filed our taxes for 2016, because that's when we bought the car, was in April 2016, we got a tax credit for $7,500 because we purchased a hybrid. So it was a really good deal.
Yeah.
So anyway, we really enjoy it. I wish I could keep it cleaner. I'm going to try to do that as soon as we get our driveway fixed to where it's not going to be a mud pile whenever it rains and such dirt. Yeah, once we finish our landscaping and get gravel in here, I think it'll be good. All right, so that's it. So still really satisfied with the car. We love it. If we had to do it all over again, would you do it?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I mean, if we could, I mean, I don't know. I mean, it just depends. If it boils down to new versus used. You know, if you're only going to go out and buy a new car, I'd say yeah, we'd do it again. But if we could find one that was quite a bit cheaper, that was maybe a 2014 model, I don't know, maybe we'd go with a 2014 model. I do like the Prius though. I mean
it
really
was, with the $3,500 off, it was a $20,000 car.
Yeah.
So for a $20,000 car, which you can't hardly find anymore, especially one with this quality, yeah, it's the smaller compact Prius, but all the bells and whistles of the regular Prius.
Yeah.
And that push button start.
Okay.
I love that push button start. All right, that's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.